Welcome to the Big Hammock Podcast, the only podcast where we promote our movie and avoid the seriousness of ourselves. We also chat with indie filmmakers who somehow make movies with zero sleep and tiny budgets. We make fun of Travis too. So kick back, relax, and swing with us in the Big Hammock Podcast. You can purchase our movie, thebighammock.com. That's the reason why we started this podcast, and we are having some fun with it. No.
TheBig.com.
Oh.
One word. See?
Say it again.
No.
I thought you was going to say something stupid like you normally do.
No.
Okay.
Because I was keeping it clean.
Welcome to the Big
dirty.
Here we go.
Welcome to the Big Hammock Podcast.
But you made it dirty. Take 3. This will make for a better intro. Now we fixed it. Go ahead, Zack.
He gave you permission.
You're supposed to say, welcome to the Big Hammock Podcast.
No, I'm just soaking this in because
Okay.
this is another one of those times when he screwed everything up, Malcolm.
I know. It
Actually gave you a perfect intro.
Bro, listen.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
100%.
And you've been giving him props lately.
I have.
Give me my shirt back.
And what did I tell you?
And he just went and screwed everything
Screwed it up.
Give me my shirt back.
Good luck taking off of that big boy. He knocked over every dang picture we had on the wall coming in here earlier.
All right, give me his pump-up music.
I don't need it. Welcome to the Big Hammock Podcast. I'm your host, Zack Shear, along with co-host Travis Cecil and our soundboard director, operator, Malcolm Sear. We are coming to you via YouTube, Spotify, Apple, iHeart, Amazon, you name it, we're there. Hit that subscribe button while you're at it. If this is your first time tuning in, we are producers, Travis and myself, of the movie. It's a Bigfoot movie, The Big Hammock. Malcolm in the background there was our director. You can find each of us, with the exception of Travis, in the film. Malcolm and I are in the film.
Bro, you always forget about his cameo. You can see that fat
I'm
back.
actually in it like
Where?
3 times.
When?
You can see his fat back walking through the
Yeah, bro.
Oktoberfest.
No, I wasn't as big as I am now.
That's right. He was on keto
Yeah.
back then.
I got like 3 little small cameos.
Okay, a cameo with Travis.
That's all right.
Actually,
I'm the step brother tonight.
we'll talk about it when we do the future Patreon stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We'll talk about how he was the
It's a continued character though.
guy holding the camera for all the interviews at the end of the movie.
Well, now they don't have to wait till Patreon because you just told them.
Yeah.
No. We'll talk about it when
I
we
know.
watch it. Yeah.
But it's a continued character. I live in my own world.
Sure.
No, for real.
Yeah, you definitely live in your
I
own
was
world.
the camera guy. It's the same camera guy from Signal Lost that crossed over into the Big Hammock.
Oh,
Yeah, I had to
crossed
create a
over.
backstory for myself because you just call me cameraman.
Cameraman. That's right, bro. That is right.
Yeah.
Should we?
We're gonna
should
put
we
you in a couple more
You know,
movies.
in the last episode that we watched, we're always tuning into the comments for the live chat when we drop these episodes, and your nicknames suck.
What?
You were trying to give me nicknames on the last episode.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Terrible.
It was Tyson.
No, it was you. It was
Yeah, but he brought up the idea.
No, yeah, but
and I
your
played with
nickname
it.
ideas suck. Like, we could definitely call you Cameraman. Cameraman stick for him.
Yeah.
From now on going forward, if we just wanted to refer to him as Cameraman,
It would work.
it sticks.
Yeah.
The Interrupter.
What he said?
Well,
Yeah,
well, that's
just
Zack.
stupid stuff, right? Like, nothing sticks. You got to come up with good
Well,
nicknames.
what did I even say?
I don't
said,
even remember, like Interrupter or the Cutoff Man.
No.
Yes.
It was something blocker.
stupid.
Because I was trying to make a
Mic
joke.
blocker.
Mic blocker. Yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't work.
All right.
That's all right. That's all right.
Listen,
But
you-
I did get him this week,
You
though.
can
I did get him this week.
You can purchase this movie that we're talking about at thebighammock.com. That's one word, thebighammock.com. We got DVDs, Blu-rays, digital copies. It's the whole reason we started this podcast. And man, we have got some growth behind it. And I want to talk about some of that growth, but
Oh,
you
yeah.
were getting ready to say something just when I cut you off because
Yeah.
that's what I do.
Mic blocker.
It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Doesn't stick.
Oh, yeah. What
What does stick is that video that got a couple thousand views. Is that Forrest Gump? Train roll. Yeah, brother.
There's an
There it is.
engineer coming down the line.
Ow! Sing it. I think
That was a pretty funny video, the way I clipped it together.
I think Tyson commented, goes, I don't even think he's saying words.
I'm surprised the editor picked it up.
Yeah, it was.
It picked up every word he said.
Yeah, with the
It picked up what word it thought I said.
Yeah. Well, there was a train and it was on a track. Where it was rolling, no one knows.
Yeah.
But no, we did have some growth this week, man.
Yeah, we've been getting a lot of hater comments.
Good.
Highlight those.
Oh yeah.
So while we're doing that, find some while he's going over some stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Cameraman, I need you to tell us where we are on the analytics. I mean, a lot of growth in the last 2 weeks.
So
talk about what you've done. Like, no.
I try.
Stop.
Boom. One question, another question, third question. Can I answer it?
You know what?
Running man.
Listen, cameraman. You can just call me host.
Okay, Baldy, you go.
You can just call me host. All right. As a matter of fact, you just answer things like this: yes, host, no host. Whatever it may be, I'm the host. All right, so listen.
I don't know if I'm allowed to do that. I'm married.
All right. But talk about what you've done on the backside that helped us get this growth.
So, back in the beginning, man, about, almost 8 months ago now, we started with just dropping the videos, and then we played with some shorts. But it didn't go anywhere. We had some pops. You know, it hit a little bit here, a little bit there. I just didn't know what I was doing. I would just kind of like what we did when we started launching episodes. We just threw it against the wall, see if it stuck. Well, so I started watching some courses. Everybody's got, there's certain tips and all that stuff. So I started learning how to tie them together with the certain ways the titles come out per video. I'm also hashtagging those so they mix together, and then they tie back into the episode. So while you're watching a short, you can actually click it on the screen, and it goes straight into the episode.
Mm-hmm.
So it's bursted us a lot, almost 250,000 views.
Yeah, and we were just talking about that. I mean, that's just in the last 2 weeks. We had just broke 100,000 views, and already another.
Yeah, at the beginning of the month,
which we were 7 months into the podcast,
Mm-hmm.
and then
within
the
a
last
week.
month we've doubled, or the last 2 weeks we've doubled our views.
Yeah. And then 41 subscribers, 41 new people to the show.
41.
So
new
thank you guys.
Yes. Yep.
Welcome to the family.
That's right.
Have you heard? Because obviously, by this time, all of the BayView movies will be released. The episodes.
Yeah.
Have you heard from them?
No, but I'm gonna reach out. So the last couple of episodes, I've tagged Peter into it, and then there is also a producers chat group that we're all in together. That's kind of private on social network. So I dropped the videos in there and all that stuff. I've gotten some pretty good responses back from the directors that's watched the episodes.
That's what I was wondering.
They really enjoyed it. They want to come back, and also a couple of people that we have to go back and reschedule. They're constantly, now that they've seen the episodes, now they're like, hey, when can we reschedule? So there was a couple of them. Life happens, man. People get busy.
Right.
So
for sure.
They're not.
Cool.
So
So,
they're
what
working
was-
during the day and making films just like we did.
What was your greatest, what was some of the feedback that stuck out to you from some of or one of the directors?
Just excited by seeing how it was. A lot of them said, I really wish we was in the studio, like that. So that was cool too. But no, overall, they're excited.
We're about to put
loved
Anthony on the map, bro. We're going to just start having people fly to Anthony, like Poca Tour.
Well, he'll tell you about the budget on flying people out.
Yeah.
Dude,
There is no budget.
Exactly.
There's a budget.
Do you think there? Yeah, it's just in the negatives.
It's not. It's not. Hold on. It's not on our budget. It's on their budget.
Yeah.
Well, they don't want to come on the show that bad. No, a few of them do. So that's awesome.
Do you think there's a chance of getting the head guys of BayView
On?
Yeah, Peter and Paul.
Well, hey, Peter, Paul. when you get to see this episode,
come on the show.
we want to get you on the phone. Call in.
I think it'd be cool to talk to
Yeah.
them because they're really behind the scenes of
Well,
multiple films and how they're distributed. And
Like I said, I've had a relationship with BayView for almost a little over 5 years now. So I've watched it grow from the small company that it was. Well, I don't even want to say small company because I don't know how big the company was when I first got there. But I know it's an independent company. I remember that from our first emails. And then over the years, I watched them acquire other companies. So there's like 3 or 4. I think one's called Vipico. I can't remember the others. So Peter, don't smack me. But, I've watched it grow.
right.
And their catalog has gotten so big.
Cool.
So they are doing everything they can to help a lot of the independent creators.
And we've watched some fun films.
We
Yeah.
have, bro. We have
Yeah.
seen some interesting and fun films for sure. Some pretty unique ones, I would
Well-
say, like as far as idea-wise. There's a lot of, even our film, The Big Hammock, was not a cookie-cutter film, but there was tropes and cliches that I had added in there on purpose to kind of set the tone of what I wanted the audience to think they was going to watch,
Yeah.
right? So I have found somebody who watches a lot of independent films, especially on YouTube. You come across some that are just, oh, that's exactly like that one movie. They just changed the names, or things like that, which there's nothing wrong with paying homage to something that you enjoy and you want to make something similar. Obviously, that's how all films are, right? There's always going to be familiar aspects of a film.
Yeah.
But I would say, all in all, there has been some really, really unique ideas that we've come across.
Well, that's the one thing I love about BayView. They're not afraid to take risk.
yeah.
So, both of us have been in this game for like over 10 years. So it just getting to a distributor and knowing how much certain ones gatekeep, whether if you're at a top-notch festival and things like that, like they won't even talk to you.
Right.
Like, I remember submitting Todd. I submitted Todd to probably like 60 different places. Everyone had a screener. Everything had a, really business-like email. Nothing. Not even a thanks for submitting or anything like that.
Really?
Bro, I almost gave up. And then I just happened to stumble across BayView. I didn't even know nothing about the company, did a little research, and I was like, oh, okay, well, let's try. And they were willing to take a risk, on that. And then I started watching a lot of the other films that they put out, and they really give an independent creator a voice and a platform.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of them out there that'll do it,
Right.
you know.
So, and speaking of Todd, we have hopefully we're gonna have it lined up to have
The
Aaron-
director.
Yeah, the director Aaron on the show.
AKA White Chocolate.
Yeah.
You're going to have fun with that one.
Yeah, because he's pursuing stand-up comedy
Yeah.
now.
Just like Jake.
Yeah, so that'll be pretty cool.
Where's he from?
Well, all over. I met him. He was living in Orlando. I know his parents are from Jacksonville, and then he just recently moved back to Orlando. But he went to school with Hans in New York.
Get him up here from Orlando.
Yeah, he's
yeah, we can do
All
that.
Good
Yeah,
deal.
he
Oh
said
yeah,
he'll come in.
I want.
it's going to be interesting. I
want
love my boy, but it's going to be interesting.
I want a comedian in here. I do. I want a comedian in here. I think that we could have a
We
lot
got
of
a
fun.
few lined up.
Yeah.
We got a few, I would say, comedians that are pursuing the career of a comedian.
Now, them shorts that you sent me, is that your buddy that you're trying to get on the show? Or no?
No.
Oh, okay.
No,
That's
no,
just some
no.
stuff you found?
Yeah.
Yeah, because ever since you sent me him, now he's all over my feed. That dude is hilarious.
He's blowing up, but I thought so as soon as I could come across him, I'm like, dude, Travis would so follow this guy.
Oh, I have. I've
His
every word. Now I'm like, I wish I would have wrote that joke.
What's his name?
Ben Binkus.
Something like that, yeah.
Ben,
Is he from here?
no. But he's just blowing. He's just a don't care
Bro,
comedian.
just straight up, like, the things you think of all the time fall out of this guy's mouth. And it's funny.
yeah, it's pretty funny.
You know, I wouldn't say let your kids sit and watch it, but it's pretty funny.
Did you pull up any of those comments?
Yeah, so one of the comments was what? And
Wait. We got to do like an intro.
what?
Well, because this is a new segment.
It's just
Yeah.
I don't think we get that many hater comments yet.
It don't matter. Once we start this and people watch it,
Then we're gonna get hater.
I think we're
comments.
going to get a lot more hater comments because now we're making them a part of the show, right?
Okay, so we'll do it like this.
I don't know. Do you got any more like intro music in there?
We'll just do it like this.
Hold on. I'm going to jump in as soon as you get.
And now it's time for
Keyboard warrior. That does not mix.
No.
I was going all
Travis,
punk.
you can't come up with nicknames. You can't come up with.
You're not the jingle guy.
How about this?
Okay.
How about this? Let's just call it the hater of the week.
Hater of the week.
No, because there's a
Hater
couple of them.
Okay, well,
Well,
the
what's
haters.
it? No.
Haters of the week.
Haters of the week.
Yes, haters of the week.
Okay.
Haters of the week.
All right,
All
now
right.
for haters of the week. No, give me another one.
Haters of the week.
Womp womp womp. There you go. All right.
Nah. We're going to come up with a jingle.
I like
We're going to
that.
put something in there. Nah.
Okay, but I'm saying that's what we'll start with
And now,
And now, haters of the week.
Week.
Now do the womp womp womp. We're going on. This is perfect. I love it. All right,
There you go.
Give me my voice.
All right, ready?
And then hit it. Okay.
ready?
And now, haters of the week.
I don't know if it's going to land, but it's pretty funny.
So,
Can you pop them on the screen, too, so
no,
we can...
we don't have internet. It's not in the budget.
Oh,
So,
okay. Well, it's in the budget on mine, so as soon as you call it up...
all right, so we had someone comment on one of the shorts and said, "What in the world would make you put this clip?"
Oh, don't say just someone.
No, we're not going to do all
Oh,
that.
yeah, we are.
Why?
Oh, well, it's appreciation.
Why?
It's appreciation.
I just want to celebrate the fact that we have haters.
Oh, yeah.
right?
No, I love it. That's
Me-
what. That's
you
the
know-
appreciation.
Listen, we subscribe to his channel.
Yep.
Hey, that's another thing we're doing. Like all the haters that comment, we will subscribe to your channel.
Oh, I'm doing it live right now. So it's Lord
Oh my goodness.
He can't even spell. So
You can't even
his
talk.
real name, and this is not outing him because it's public,
because you can't read it. He can't
Yeah,
spell.
don't
Yeah.
go on.
Roberto Ortiz.
Why are we doing this? Do
Oh,
we
this
really
is
want
what-
to do this?
Yes, yeah.
I don't think we want to do this.
He's got a gaming channel,
He has a gaming channel.
yeah.
Yeah.
so I've watched it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not
All
gonna bash him.
Give the guys, give him his stuff.
I'm gonna subscribe right here. Boom, subscribe.
What's his name?
Roberto Ortiz. He's got 26 subscribers and 48 videos.
He now has 27 subscribers.
Well, yeah, it's got to register.
What was his comment?
His comment was,
And which video?
Where
it was like the return of James.
So
It was
when
that-
James was talking, what was he talking about?
He was talking about when the Tron ride broke his back.
the Tron,
Or Tron, whatever.
yeah.
We can't read. It's
He s-
okay.
He said, "Why would someone even bother to make a clip of this BS?"
In the reply.
And the reply was, dun, 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 "We knew you would comment on the subject. Check out our movie at thebighammock.com.
I like how we handle
Give
it
us
with
a
class.
share. Thanks. Thanks again for the engagement.
Love it.
We love the fans. We do it for you."
What about all of the haters on Noah's stuff?
Bro,
Oh, yeah. No, there's more. There's more.
man, they're just. Bro, there was one guy said,
Hold on. Let me hit.
Travis is going to do it.
Oh,
here.
yeah, we're going to do
Hold
it.
on,
If we're going to put
hold
it
on.
out there.
The voice. And now, continuing haters of the week. Tighten up, bro.
Okay. So this one's kind of like at Malcolm, right? It was on the video. Director gets hilariously brutal review from his film at the Opera House. So someone actually bashed on all of us. Well, anyone who uses AI for their podcast logo probably didn't make a good film.
Little do you know, buddy.
And then we commented back.
"What do we say?"
I don't know, man. T-Mobile. Hold on. You should give it a watch and tell us what you think at thebighammock.com.
Thank you.
And then I replied,
Oh, great.
"Don't be mad, bro. I've seen Fiverr and their designs. AI can fix all of that. So I've seen his designs. He's stepping up in the world. I'm gonna subscribe to him now. View his channel.
What's his name?
Andor, AVENTADOR.
Are you subscribing?
Adventure.
Are you subscribing under the podcast channel or under your?
No, I
own?
can't. I can only subscribe under mine. So you
Thank
got to do that later.
goodness.
Well, I want him to know we follow him, so I'm subscribing to him.
What's his name?
We're number 8.
we're number. So he's got 7, and we make 8.
Yeah, we make 8.
Hey,
love it.
He showed us support. We're gonna show him support.
Yeah, right. I'm still showing him support.
All right.
So we got some more.
Okay. And continuing, haters of the week.
So poor Noah got this one. That's garbage stock country music. No soul at all.
Boo.
I was like, whoa.
Boo. Okay. What a terror. Like, completely hater. For real.
Yeah.
That is so boo.
And our reply was?
I responded back because I wanted to know, stock. Okay. So I said, how do you figure that? LOL.
So not stock. Not stock.
This was the only one that talked back to me, so I'm like, okay. So he said, listen to Red Clay Strays. The voice is great. Don't get me wrong.
Strays.
You're just not country, fella. It's like Scotty McCreery, Luke Bryant. That type.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, yeah. So I responded back, okay, Happy Gilmore, we'll see you at the PGA
That's
Tour.
the meanest you've been, and you should have been nicer.
Well, that was pretty nice.
No, what's wrong with that?
That's a
Happy
funny
Gilmore,
one.
He's a professional.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah. So here he is. He's got 9 subscribers. Now he's got 10.
Hey, at least these people are getting subscribers out of it.
His name is Lan Stewart. He's called the Growing Golfing. What? Really? Growing Golfing.
I know what it is. He's the Pocateur of the golf game.
He is, bro.
Yeah.
He's the #1 golfer of the internet.
I mean, he knows how to funnel a beer. I can see that.
We got more?
Oh, yeah. It's just we're just getting started.
And now, haters of the week.
This is one of my favorites. Okay. I love it. So this guy's name's Sneaky Blinkers. Sneaky.
He's pretty darn sneaky.
Yep. And he says, this might be the worst song ever.
Terrible.
Yeah. So I replied back, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. So I had to go on his channel. Oh, boy.
No, don't do it. Do not do it. No, don't.
I'm going to be nice. I'm going to be nice.
Don't.
What's up, Sneaky Blinkers?
Don't.
I'm going to subscribe.
Okay.
He's got 39. Now he's got 40.
Great.
Thank
you. Thank you. Good job, Travis.
No,
Good job.
we're going to keep going.
No,
So
not with him.
Oh, yeah, with him.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Travis,
I want to show you. I want to show you what a real man looks like.
Please
This
don't.
Is,
no.
I wish we could pull it up on the
Travis.
screen. I'm going to make him edit it in.
Travis.
What?
No.
What?
No.
I want to show you what a real man looks like in 2026.
No.
I'm congratulating him.
No.
He's got blue hair.
No.
A nose ring.
No. Just stop. Stop.
It was purple hair.
Stop.
All right. Do we
have
have
any more?
But I like Sneaky Blinkers.
No.
All right, we'll go on to the next one. We wasn't going to make it political.
And now, haters of the week. Travis, you suck. You got to have these things on point, ready to go. Right
This
after
is a new segment we
right
just came
after
up
that-
with off the top of our
I
head.
think we're doing pretty good off the clip. He's the one that's ruining it all.
Me?
Hey,
Look at him.
it's because you wouldn't let him go after the purple guy.
He almost looks like Sneaky Blinkers right there.
That's what Sneaky Blinkers be doing. No, I think that was it.
That was it.
Nope. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that was the last one. Oh,
I
man.
feel pretty darn good that we got some haters.
Yeah.
I do too.
Yeah. So,
But I still wanted to talk about Sneaky Blinkers.
no, stop.
I wasn't going to be mean.
You have
To the left. What?
Malcolm. Can you ring this in, bro?
No.
Can you help
All right.
me?
So this is going to be, not that it hasn't already been a different episode than we normally do.
Yeah.
But we had some miscommunication with someone that was supposed to call
This
into
was
the
also
show.
Travis's fault. Hold
Since
on.
we done turned this into
No,
on Travis.
no, that's what we're going to do. Who was?
Wow. After I bought you a shirt, you're a jerk.
He thought he was going to save him is what he did.
Who's yes? Who was communicating with this director and this producer?
No, to be fair, it was pretty clear. But here's the thing.
It was.
But here, we're not gonna whatever.
Yeah.
This is what's gonna happen. They made a video.
Yeah, they took the time.
The time.
Here's the crazy part. You want to tell it all? So while we was sitting in the studio waiting for them to call, right? They was recording the video.
So hold on, let's step back. A couple weeks ago, we met on a Monday. This is for the listeners here to get. We met on a Monday. We record these podcasts on Mondays and Fridays. So we're waiting for this phone call. We always give them my phone number. My cell phone's Bluetooth into the soundboard, and we're waiting on these guys to call us, and they don't call us. So, come to find out, there was a language barrier, and we'll just go ahead and I guess we can open it up this to give it a little backstory before we start doing this. It's a film out of Mexico.
Yeah.
And
I loved it. I'm not gonna lie. I've seen it. Now that we've done it, I've seen it 4 times.
Yeah, I watched it.
I like it even more afterwards.
Yeah. So, what they were doing, somehow or another, they thought that they were recording themselves doing an interview.
Yeah.
And they sent us the stuff. So
they sent us the
interview.
Yeah, them talking about the film, their background, basically what our interview
would have been
normally does, but they just kind of did it together, which is cool. So instead of trying to reschedule and do all that, we're just going to play the interview that they give us and just we'll just kind of play what they recorded and let them explain their film and how they got the idea. And I'm
going to be excited when it actually airs because I haven't even seen the video. I just forwarded everything over to you saying, what can we do and how can we save this?
Yeah, so I think we shouldn't let it go to waste.
No.
I think they took the time to record it and talk about it. So this one will be done a little different.
Here we go.
Hello, Big Hammock Podcast. We are the producer and director from the film Nahualli. My name is Fernando San Miguel, and my partner is Napoleon Rodriguez.
Hey guys, Napoleon Rodriguez here. It's a great time for having ourselves here to introduce ourselves to begin with this interview with Hammock. And let's get started, guys.
Well, one of the first things that was, I think, the beginning of getting to film this movie, it was because Napoleon and I wanted to have something to show to the world, a film on our own, a film that we were able to control, to build from the scratch. And that's why we decided to film here in Mexico, use Mexican folklore, because we both grew up with the same stories about witches and shamans.
Legends, Mexican legends, Mexican folklores that are going on around here that we have been, listening through time with our families, friends. And I would tell Fernando, back in the days when I was a Boy Scout, we would go to frequently camping in most of the Mexican areas, and there was a lot of stories going on, a lot of story about witches and a lot of story about shamans and legends and stuff like that. And I remember that I was so scared of things, everything that people were trying to say. And so I think it's basically today now, Fernando, my friend here, he is way more, I would say Fernando's a very intelligent guy because he knows a lot about stories and not just stories, but everything what connect them and everything that had to do with them. I mean, because he's been doing movies for more than 10 years, and will be myself. I've been doing movies for a couple of years, so
I think it's 3 years now. I think it's 3 years now.
Well, 3 years for me, probably, yeah. So, yeah, actually 3 years. But the thing is that Fernando has a way more experience than I do, and he's been through Mexico in so many places that he had the opportunity to meet up with interesting people related to this kind of story. So that was basically more of the most interesting thing here in the script that he came up with. He could be able to write down the script with a lot of precisely information because he had the opportunity to live.
I think it's interesting that you mentioned the script because if you remember when we were like developing the whole story, we were sure about like writing this like a slasher type story that you have like the bachelor's party and then you have the huge guy that is gonna kill everyone. But when we arrived to the location, Napoleon, I don't know if you remember, but like you met a guy that actually told us like, hey guys, apparently you guys are like talking about a true story about a witch that actually exists that we were not even aware about that, you know. And I think
I'm so aware of that.
I think that just gave to the story the power and the depth that it required for us to talk about it, to talk about witchcraft but from such a powerful start, which it was that, you know, that there was an actual legend of a witch in the place that we were about to film. And I think that also gave a lot of meat, if we can say like that, you know, like a lot of meat or a lot of it gave more profundity to the story, and I think that also helped the storyline like in the better way that we was. I think that we will never imagine about that, you know, like we were never thinking about like an actual legend of a witch in the place that we were about to film.
And also I want to add the shaman that comes in the story in this movie. Shaman is
an actual shaman.
It's an actual shaman from Puebla, Cholula. That way he do the living. He dressed as a shaman his daily day of life. So I just want to say that Fernando met him while he was filming another movie throughout in the country, and so he turned out to be a friend, and that, you know, add part to the story. And the shaman, he is the yin yang of the story. So shaman
totally
is like the good guy from the movie, and the Nahualli is the bad guy. But you know, it's not actually that. But shaman, what he do is to balance the difference between the evil and the right, and what comes out. I mean, I'm so excited that I want to say a lot of things of information that we find out. I really wanted to come up with it, but
I think that everything starts with how we got into filmmaking, and after we got into filmmaking, how we met, which it was actually, as Napoleon said, through a phone call. And well, I don't know about Napoleon precisely. We met through a phone call, as I said, but I started just because I think that I needed to do something different with my life besides just studying what I was studying. And I feel so trapped in the career decision that I took, which was like laws and then a bachelor's in communication, which makes no sense at all with the film industry or with the show business or even with the film school. And one day I just found myself frustrated with what I was decided, and one of the persons, or the person that told me, hey, you just like should go for something that you really desire. And for me it was like films, you know. I like to watch films, I love watching films, and I was questioning myself how do I get myself into that world? How do I get myself into filmmaking? And that's how I ended up like changing my entire career into filmmaking, and I think that it was the most wonderful decision in my life, you know, or one of them.
Well, actually, it is one of them. So, Fernando, so what was the initial spark at the moment when the project became real?
For me, I think that phone call, Napoleon, but not the phone call that we met, but it was the phone call that our friend, one of the actors, called us and told us, "Hey guys, why we don't do a film? You know, you guys own all the gear or all this gear to at least make a decent film, and
Sure.
I have like you know, these acting skills, and I think that we just like have to put our work together." And that's actually how I got my antagonist and my protagonist in the film, you know, or at least the main ones. So
that
I think that's what got us into this film.
True, it is. I mean, honestly, I think the same way you just explained it. And in my side, how did it initially spark the moment when the project became real? Indeed, well, in my side, like you said, like you mentioned in that phone call, actually we had a great connection where I found like I said, a connection with you, where I just had a feeling that I can trust you, had a feeling that I honestly, I don't know, it's just a let it flow. It's something like a magical thing that was
A leap
born
of
through
faith,
that
no?
phone call.
A leap of faith. A leap of faith. Yes, I think it was also that, you know, a leap of faith from the both of us, with something that we were not like completely sure that what it will be at the end or what it will become. I think that was one of part of the magic behind the film. Of course, we have a lot of challenge during the process, but I think just that leap of faith and my faith in you and your faith in me is what brought us like into this point that we had the film out there in Roku and in Amazon Prime and Fandango and Screamify. So I think is just our courage in saying we can do this, and through all the process, because it was like since we started filming, which was like January 2024 to we are getting into January 2026, I think 2 years after, and with the film out there, I think that these 2 years were like that. I don't know, what do you think, but for me it was like you know, you and me just like pushing and yes, we can do this and trusting ourselves. I think is just what brought us to this point. I think that we should. So again, I think that's what, like, through all these years, these 2 years from January 2024 to January 2026, which is the year that we are getting in, I think that you and me saying that, hey, we can do this and push ourselves into go further and go further and go further. You know?
And yeah, so, and we have the result right there. It's right there just on TV. Just like right now, I just go ahead and punch it in, and that's the amazing thing that now that you can, like right now in the holiday season, that I could walk through a family house and sit on the couch and just go into a Roku channel or go into a Prime and punch in the movie and play. That's one of the most amazing things, the result that you and I could be able to handle throughout this years without knowing exactly where we're going, but consistently pushing ourselves forward. This is what we got. And there's a lot more coming on the way again. So
Yeah, I think after the first
that
one, the other two
that
were
was
more
the spark of
easy.
it.
Don't you think
Yeah,
that after
that
the first
that's
one,
fun.
these new upcoming films were like a little bit easier with more challenges? I guess, but they were more easier. You know, like we just go through or went through those, and I think the next one is gonna be like that. Of course, you know, like as filmmakers, we always get into the point when we start like to create something or want to develop something that we ended up in the same situation one after the other and after the other and after the other, which is like, okay, how are we gonna film this or how are we gonna make this happen, you know? And I think that film funding or film financing is the most challenging part of every project, but that was one of the things that you said, like, okay, I trust you and I will invest in this project, in you and in my career, your career, and in our dream. And I think it's
More
also
than that,
courage
invested
that
in the
it requires,
project.
you know, to do that.
I think more the investment is not just into a project, but into our yes, like you said, in our future. Because if it wasn't now, it was not going to be never. So
Yeah, totally.
I don't see it like an investment. I see it more like it's a must. That was something that it was needed to happen. That was something that, and I don't regret it to make it happen. Why? Because there's so many wonderful behind of it. So like right now, Fernando, so the story, talking about behind the story, why was this story so important to tell?
I think that for me, it is important to tell this story because, again, I think that everyone that thinks in Mexico, and I'm not gonna lie, they are gonna think about drug dealing, cartels, and everything, you know. And we have like so much story and so much folklore and culture that it needed to be exposed, you know, because other people do expose, you know, like there's other filmmakers that decide to film about the Llorona, or even with our distributor partner, which is like BayView Entertainment. They have one film that is called De Lechuza. So I think that Mexican folklore is so powerful that why not a pair of Mexicans should embrace it and take it and use it, you know, to create a powerful story. I think that's kind of the main answer to that. And what about you? What do you think that...
I think it is important to tell because Mexico has a lot to offer in legends and folklore stories, and there's a lot of there's a lot of culture, color, and so many interesting stories that are going out there that I would love to you and I to continue on writing a script about it and to show the whole world. There's so many interesting stories, not only just ghost stories, but like you said, La Llorona and el Charro Negro, and so many interesting things, beautiful things that Mexico has a lot to offer, and so many hidden message. It's not just a ghost story, but also something that you can learn from it. Something that throughout the legend, throughout the story, there is a background. There's something that really want to tell you a message, and you learn from it. That's the best thing about Mexican culture, Mexican folklore stories that have to offer. So in this case, on Nahualli, there is a message that we would like to show to the world, which is a spirit on the forest called Nahualli protecting us forest, protecting it from from the human being.
Yeah, in the
From,
depthness of the story, I think that you are totally right. I think that it really comes from that point, that just a spirit, not necessarily evil, that just protects what it belongs to it, and
right.
and I think that's the just the subplot of our film, and I totally agree with you. I think that
Right, so-
our two Nahualis did amazing. The two girls that represent Nahualli, one that is possessed by Nahualli, which is Laura Rechig, and the actual Nahualli, which is Alma Castañeda. I think that they bring such a realistic, such a realistic face, or such a realistic uniqueness to our main character, which for me it is the witch. I think that's the main character of the story. In every horror story, the main character is, and it should be the monster. Why it should be something else? If we are like talking about something powerful and incredible, why not the monster in a horror film? And I think we got lucky on that, because that depth that you explain is it will not become just like without that. We could have that idea, but if these two girls will not like take it and make it their own, or their own belief, it wouldn't work.
Right. So now we are turning into your personal journey into filming, Fernando. What first drew you to the cinema? When exactly did you realize filmmaking was more than a hobby?
Well, when it becomes more than a hobby, when I decided to study it. I was watching Federico Fellini film, which is 8.5, and I just wanted to create something as beautiful as it is, like even in a dark moment. And I think that power, it only belongs to film and cinema. And that film made me decide to become a filmmaker. After that, it was the school, but I never imagined that from 2016 or 2018, let's say, between those 2 years or 3 years, I never imagined from that moment until 2026 I will be talking about my first feature film in a podcast and having it released. At least for me, it was that. Of course, I was like doing cinematography in the beginning, and then after that I was like kind of I kind of knew that I wanted to direct, but I just needed that push, and I think that push, you give me that push into directing. You believe in me, and that's what give me the strength and the power to say yes, let's do it, and let's change cinematography into directing. After having so many films in as a cinematographer, well, not that much, but at least like 5 or 6, and then I decided, okay, I need to do something else with my skills. And what about you, Napoleon? What do you think that brought you into filmmaking? Because you have like very, very, very like different careers, and how you turn one thing into the other, it was like crazy.
Okay, in my case, how did I enter into the filmmaking and producing, which is actually just not acting, but also as a producer? What attracted me into storytelling from producer-actor perspective? Okay, well, 5 years ago, I actually started acting, but like local movies here in the Valley, in Texas, South Texas. I was filming, well, not me directly, but I was acting in, how you said it, home video, not really home video, but
No, I mean like it's indie films, you know, like maybe
indie film.
more than indie films, probably low budget, but like what film
What?
is not low, like when you are like in the indie market, you know? So
Well, actually, for me, I didn't realize it was really actually a low film, indie film. I don't know. It just they gave me the opportunity to started acting in here in the Valley, and for me, it was like a wonderful experience. And I was going through a very difficult situation in my life. You know, I can
true.
tell it. I was divorced 5 years ago, and actually, I just got out of a court. A friend of mine just called me, hey, come over. We're going to have this event, horse events and stuff like that. And when I got into the event, they were actually shooting a movie with horses and stuff like that. That I'm so, you know, I like horse riding. I like everything that had to do with horses. So I fit there. They gave me the opportunity to give it a shot at acting. And then after that, they gave me another shot at another movie and so on and so forth. So I came up and I met with you. And the first time that I had this conversation with Fernando, it was more like in future vision.
this was after or before the No More Awesome Action movies, because you were like in that is the one that is in Rocco, I think. And
that was one of the biggest. That was I can say that's one of the biggest projects that I've done in here in the Valley. No more action awesome movies. Probably
something action movies, yes.
Out yet. But I think it was one of the biggest one because they were name actors from Mexico.
No More Awesome Action movies. No More Awesome Action movies. That's the one. That's the one.
That's the one.
But that was your first one, or it was the Cowboys? The cowboy one.
The cowboy ones, that was the last one that I did with Amador Granados, El Alacrán.
And No More Awesome Action movies was like before that?
Before that one. That one. But that one haven't came out yet. I don't know what happened to that movie. It was a good movie. I mean, it's something that it's worth to put it
I
on
think
streaming.
the trilogy, I think it's not the entire trilogy out, but I think at least the first two, and I suppose that this third one is gonna come after these two. So, but I thought that it was like first the Cowboys, then No More Awesome Action movies, then the short film that we did about the Dark Light, and then Nahualli, because I think that our path together as Gatos Pardos was precisely that. We jumped from this film. Well, we were doing the documentary as well, yes, but after the documentary we were like we jump into Nahualli, because it was the documentary and then the our first feature, which was Nahualli.
Nahualli is our very first movie. You as a director, me as a producer.
Yes,
and,
I totally agree.
With a better, quality and.
I think it was like everyone's first movie, also, like I think it was the first actual feature film for maybe not for the sound guy, for the first one, which was like Sergio, but I think it was the first one for a lot of people. And for you and me, yes.
First movie, as a producer, that's the first
and as a director, yes.
And you as a director, and me as an actor, which I enjoy so much performing as an actor, but also as a producer, because
Which one you love the most? Which one you love the most? Acting or producing?
Acting. I enjoy both of them, but I love more acting, and because producer, there's a lot of responsibility that you need to take care of. There's a lot of things that if you're not used to problems, I mean, there's a lot of problems coming in all the time, and you need to be ready how to solve problems, and you need to be like in a very a calm mood, in a very your mind should be like clear and ready for whatever it comes to solve it. And also, not only that, but also when my call sheet comes in that I need to be part of this coming up scene, you know, is the more interesting part, because you're solving a problem and then you go into action. You turn into the person that you need to play on the scene. So combining them, I think, is kind of difficult, but not impossible. I mean, it's just beautiful. It's something wonderful. So, but yeah, I prefer acting than producing, but I enjoyed it anyway. But I like challenging. So
And if you
good to give it a shot.
if you had to say like a last message for the people in the podcast, the Big Hammock crew, and we really appreciate that, and we really appreciate the invitation and the support to our film. But if you, Napoleon, have to say like a final message to them, what it would be?
What would it be? To them, to Hammock, thank you so much for giving us space right now, to giving us the time, a very valuable time, and to explain you, to talk to about behind story about this, our passion to making movies, and we're gonna keep up moving. We're gonna continue making movies. It's not very easy, but not impossible, like I said, but we're gonna continue, move on, and thank you so much for your time, Hammock.
Repeat that, Napo. Repeat that, Napo, please.
Yes. My message for Hammock. I'm so grateful for giving us our time at this available space to us, explain it behind the story, explain our passion about movies, explain about how Nahualli is so important for us and so important to show to the world, and to show our passion to making movies and to move on. We're gonna continue making good movies and move on forward. And thank you so much. I'm so excited. I'm so grateful, and thank you so much for this, Hammock.
I would like to say thank you as well. Thank you guys for the invitation. Thank you guys for the support to the film. Thank you for listening our story and sharing our story, not just Nahualli, our story as a filmmakers, our story as Gatos Pardos, and I invite the people that is watching the show, just like follow us into Nahualli the movie Instagram and Gatos Pardos Productions Instagram, and just thank you for this amazing space, and I think that's it. We really appreciate that. Thank you, Big Hammock crew, and we are Napoleon Rodriguez and Fernando San Miguel, and we are Gatos Pardos Productions.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Travis.
Yeah.
You said that you were excited. You watched the movie 4 times.
4 times, yes.
No spoilers.
Yeah.
What did you enjoy about it?
Well, I'm not gonna lie, man. So 2 of my favorite films growing up, one being The Exorcist and the other one being Evil Dead.
What a weirdo.
Just demonic stuff, bro. Like,
Well, no.
it's like he's in his room with 666 carved in his forehead with
Look,
Pentagrams.
pig's blood
No.
just pouring on him. And
no,
like,
that's
oh,
Carrie. That is Carrie with the pig's blood.
or whatever it is. I'm just
No, I'm
saying,
just-
what a weirdo. Like,
No, I mean that's
as a
my
kid, I
childhood.
like to watch demon possession movies.
You can knock on me all you want. That's how I grew up, and I'm a normal human being.
Would you grow up in a cemetery?
No.
Next door.
But anyways, man.
He had one across the street.
Wow. All right. I see how this is gonna be played. But anyways, no, man, I really dug it,
I
man.
love you, dude.
You are the man, Travis.
It really felt like they caught the essence of what Sam Raimi was trying to do back then, and it transpired into that film within the first 10 minutes of the movie. It hooked me in. No spoilers because you can see it in the trailer. So when they get to this, like, I guess it's a church type place. I don't know if it's a church. I don't know if it's a monument. I don't know what it is. But as soon as they went in there and then they picked up this book, bro, when I seen that book, that's why I really wanted to ask these guys, was that the book from Evil Dead? Because it looked like it felt like it, and I was like, and it seemed like that's where they was going with it, and then boom, the movie just started like that. You know, so that's what I got from it. But I did like the fact that you kind of had story A and story B, and the way they took separate paths. But by the time you got about to the middle of the film, the director figured out how to connect it and make it all go forward. So again, I mean, that's
Did the actors grow on you?
a few of them did, yeah. A few of them did.
I thought they did. I thought it was good acting, and I noticed that they obviously it was done in Mexico.
Yeah.
They
great landscape.
they spoke English,
Yeah.
right? The movie's in English,
Yeah.
and fluent. Like it wasn't like it was broken English.
Mhm.
I was wondering, obviously it was filmed in Mexico. Were these actors living there,
Mexico.
or did they have to fly?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I would be curious about
Yeah.
that, but
Well,
hey, this is how
because
it
it comes
happens.
from like a folklore and all that stuff.
I don't know. I mean, I guess that's the advantage of having people call in, but it didn't work out that way.
That's all right. Maybe they'll comment when I tag them in the video.
Speaking of Sam Raimi, did you see the new movie he's got coming out? Or
Yeah, that looks creepy too, bro.
It's kind of is like, man, what's going on, right?
Yeah.
Like I kind of.
Well, it looks creepy, but it also looks like it could be a little funny. So I
Yeah,
don't know if he's doing like a,
Yeah,
so,
that's what I picked up on too, man.
Mhm.
Like I was like, man, it does got a little comedy there, and then it's like, but also there's some like crazy stuff going
Yeah.
on. So yeah,
It's what he does best, man. I've watched that man grow from the small independent artist that he was, like, and just, I mean, he's just grown so much, man. I mean, you're talking about an independent guy just like us that gets the IP to Spider-Man.
Right.
Like
he did one of the Spider-Man movies.
all three, the first
Yeah.
three.
Well, I'm
first three
saying
live action.
from back in our day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. With,
So,
Peter Parker.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
Peter Parker.
That's Spider-Man.
Well, there's some different Spider-Mans out there.
Yeah.
Let me get
Mary-
my beat.
Mary-
Let me get my beat button ready for. There's some other Spider-Man.
Mary Jane.
Nah.
Isn't there two girlfriends?
Well,
One's the-
there's a tons of different love lives that, go
Okay.
through.
Anyways, we don't have the rights to talk about Spider-Man. So.
Oh, yeah, we do. We're not signed to nobody. And the guy that wrote it, rest in peace, Stan Lee, he's gone.
Yeah,
We can
that's
talk about
true.
it.
That's true.
But anyways, back to the independent part.
Back to the microphone.
Yeah. Lean in, Zachary.
You think you'd figure this out by now?
Yeah, it's only been like 50 episodes.
Are we at 50?
I
This
think
one.
close.
Yeah, I think this
this should
one-
be number 50. That's amazing.
Yeah, breathe more into it. That's why we wanted you to pull it up.
Nope. He ain't going to be able to edit that out. That's what some of them people sounded like in that film. I was trying with a joke and I couldn't get there. Yes. That's
where it's at, isn't it? That's the sweet spot. Do you have any independent film news this week?
no Satan. Back. No, I do like that sound effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just got to play it better. I don't know. Whenever it
You'll
goes
work
on
it in just like we were working, what do we call it? What was our new segment?
Haters of the Week.
We're gonna get something.
Well, we also can, again, we can work on that. I know we didn't talk
Yeah.
about it, but we talked about it in the past, off air, a new segment of the week.
Yeah.
So, gonna have to challenge you on that one.
Yeah. Oh well, there is one hitting streaming now.
All right, we have the news segment of the week with cameraman.
Yay! No man, a great first person. This actually movie's never been done before. I watched the trailer, loved it. It went crazy during the film festivals. It's called Good Boy. It's about a dog, and it's in his perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's out. It
The
looks
dog's
creepy.
perspective?
Yeah, through the dog's perspective.
Mhm.
It's streaming right now on Shudder. I think you can get it on Fandango, Amazon. The movie looks amazing. It's not a hard R. It's PG-13, which surprised me when I seen that.
Mhm.
But yeah, Shudder picked it up as one of their Shudder originals, I think. And it looks really good. I love animal movies, so when you get a dog movie and a horror movie together, it looks good. Looks really good.
Yeah.
And then we got one more independent film that's going to be coming out towards the end of this year that I'm super excited about. And I'm wanting to reach out to the producers to get them on there because we're friends on Facebook. So Terrifier 4 has been officially, like, it's out there. They said it's going to come out around October. So that's huge because, again, something like we tried to do, Damien Leone went out, and when they made that original one a few years back, like, it took him a couple years to do it. And he filmed it in segments, and he kept the continuity. And the first movie didn't have much of a plot, but it was enough to, like, pull you back in because it made you feel like the slasher movie and all that stuff, like, it's been gone for years. And he figured out a way to bring it back. And also the character, Art the Clown, became so iconic over the past few years. Now he's up there with Freddy, Chucky, Jason. Like, everybody knows who this is. So that's an amazing thing for him. So, Damien, bro, I love your movies. And hopefully we can get the producer on. I'm going to shoot him an email. He comes to Florida a lot. So even if I could try to get him in the studio, can't say we can. But I'm going to do everything I can because he's got another movie coming out too. I don't know if it comes out this year. He released it last year. It was called Stream. Another one at the edge of your seat. Like, I'm so excited about, like, independent directors going out and, man, they're creating all this good art that we haven't seen in a while. Mm-hmm. And then none of these big studios are taking it serious, and they're doing it themselves and putting it out there and developing that fan base. And that's what I kind of want to see keep happening on this show. I want to see it grow like that. I want to be the one that gets to help them get that word out. Mm-hmm. But that's all for my news segment.
Good news.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Not bad for off the top of my head.
Travis, we definitely give you a hard time.
All the time.
But I do want to take the time to say thank you for these shirts.
Yeah, man, they're awesome.
Yes, very nice
bro,
shirts.
We got to give a shout out to the guy, bro. Hold on. We got to give a shout out to the company, man, because this dude pressed them, rushed it, and got it done today. When I walked in, he said he was behind, but he was like, if you drop them off, I dropped it off at noon today. He said, come by at 2 o'clock. I'll have everything done for you.
Awesome.
The name of the company, I got to do this. So they're in the mall. It is called, sorry, guys. Oh, it's just Graphics. Graphics apparel, graphics custom apparel of Ocala.
If you're local to Ocala, it's right where the trampoline bungee jumps are.
Yeah,
in the mall.
Next to JCPenney's.
Right across from what is that across the street or across the hallway? The shoe store.
Yeah, I think it's like Payless, but the
No,
other
it's
store.
not Payless.
Well, the other store that's
closed.
next to it, man, I cried today.
Shoe rack.
Yeah,
maybe.
I don't even think it's shoe rack.
So
what?
Yeah, and I'm gonna blame my generation. I just got to talk about it real quick since we're talking about the mall.
What?
All right, so I went into FYE today.
Don't even get me started.
Whoa.
Don't even get me started.
I don't even know what
So,
FYE was like DVDs. And
No. It was
movies.
all music. There wasn't DVDs or anything back when it first started. So you used to have Sam Goody, and then it went to Specs, and then Specs went out, and then FYE got it right.
Yeah.
Wall-to-wall music everywhere.
I remember
everything. You could grab your headphones, put it on. You could jam out the music, and listen to it before you bought it and stuff like that. I walked in there, and it looked like a $2 bin Spencer's, but expensive. Like they had just collectibles, and I was sitting there looking around. I was like, I walked back outside because I was wanting to show my kids what a record store looked like today because we spent the day together. Mm-hmm. And dude, they had this probably no longer than this desk. That was all the CDs and then some records, and that was it. They took up the carpets in there and everything. It's just an empty cement.
They're basically a Spencer's. In a sense, without some of the gag jokes and stuff, but like you said, collectibles.
Yeah. I mean, they had some cool collectibles that I want. They're really, really expensive. They need to come down. But the reason why I wanted to bring that up, so one of my first short films that we got put out, FYE put it in their stores. Like you could physically go and get it. And when I walked in there, my generation ruined music and movies because of all the streaming and bootlegging.
So you'd say you ruining everything's generational. I mean, it's
definitely my generation,
it's-
bro. Because my era created Napster, it created LimeWire.
And you were involved in all of that.
No.
Yes. Yes,
Maybe
you
a little
was.
in the beginning until I figured out who it hurt. You know, at that time, no one knew that it hurt people.
Yeah.
We didn't know it.
We didn't have an idea of what.
Yeah. It was just like, because when I grew up, you heard a song on the radio, you pressed play, you recorded it, you had that song.
I mean, I would even say it's down to just think about YouTube and the innovation of YouTube, and you think about all the free movies and music you've listened to on YouTube in the beginning times.
Yeah, but
before
those
they
people are getting paid for
now.
it. Yeah,
they
but
didn't in the beginning.
Yeah.
and that's why because there was a time on YouTube.
Yeah, people would bootleg and upload.
You could bootleg, you could use whatever songs and whatever stuff you wanted for your own content, and nobody batted an eye. And then there came a time they started copywriting because you was basically pirated, but it wasn't in a malicious way, at least for the common person. Like, we wasn't using disturbed music on our content because we're trying to steal. Like, it's a song we like, we use it for our video, not realizing we're kind of bootlegging their stuff for people to go on and listen to. But you know what I'm saying? So,
I mean, it breaks my heart today when I see somebody is like, yeah, man, you can get the movie right here. And I was like, you realize especially when someone shows me an independent film, I was like, bro, you're really taking the real money out of their pockets. I understand what you're trying to do to these studios, but independent creators like us, like, it's heartbreaking to know that, you know.
Yeah, big studios lose their own money.
Yeah.
They spend more on marketing than they do making the movie, knowing they're never going to make all their money back.
No.
I feel like.
Yeah.
I mean, like.
But people like us put blood, sweat, and tears in it.
Right, we're putting our savings into it. Yeah.
Put a no budget movie out. How would you feel if you just flipped it on one day and then someone's passing it around for free?
Right.
Like that's wild to me. But that's what
I'd
happened.
be heartbroken.
That's what. Yeah. Oh, trust me, I was when I seen Todd come out before it was even released.
I was about to say that got bootleg quick, son.
Fast, and there's still a couple links. Like, shout out to BayView. Like, we banded together and they got stuff put down and they got stamps put on it and stuff like that, where they was ripping a lot of it down. I mean, it was on YouTube, it was everywhere, and I was like, oh, the movie ain't even out yet. And you go to letterbox.com and people are commenting on them. I'm like, oh, this is not good. And and we watched the movie, kind of, it sucks.
Yeah.
But it happens every single day.
Yeah. Well,
it is my generation.
Good episode, fellas.
Yeah.
I know it was kind of one we threw together. I didn't want that content to go to waste that they took the time to record.
I can't wait to email them after this episode.
Yeah.
I'm going to let them know.
Hopefully, it's going to be one of our longest episodes.
It's okay.
That's all right.
It's good. That way people get to see and check it out. So.
Yep, and it just drives people to like, share, subscribe, any platform you're listening to. Thank y'all. Visit our website, thebighammock.com. Purchase our movie. See y'all next time. Haters of the Week.
That's a way better outro. I didn't have